Hi everyone, this is Tara. Welcome back to Tara's Take. I hope everyone is having a good day and that you're ready to do some crafting. Um, Today is the weekend, and so I wanted to do something that was easy and fun. It's not original, of course. It is a lace snippet belly band. I just needed some of these made, so I thought I would record the video and hang out with you guys while I make a few. I made this one for my new journal. I think it'll go in there, the one I'm working with you guys on. I think it's pretty cute. The flowers match what's on that journal, so it'll look nice in there. So yeah, all I did was cut me down some strips from a piece of cardstock. You can use anything you want. You can use cloth. You could lay out some cloth in strips and do it that way, and go light on the glue and even do some sewing on it. I'm going to use my glue gun because I don't mind this time around. I'm not going to do any sewing. I put them on some pretty thick, I'm going to put them on some pretty thick cardstock. I want them to be very sturdy, and so yeah, that's my goal, and for them to be pretty and sturdy. So yeah, I'm just trimming off. I noticed on the first one I did, I trimmed off the corners because they were kind of poking out and they didn't look good like that. So I'm just rounding them off real quick here. But all you're going to need today is something for your base, whether it be paper or cloth. Either is fine. And you choose what kind of paper you want to use. I used a thicker one. You don't have to. Anything that you can glue them down on or sew them to will be fine. If you're going to sew them, I would advise you to use a glue that your sewing machine can handle, and also keep in mind the paper is thick, so you want to make sure that you use something that's going to be a little thinner for your machine if you do use paper, and if you use cloth, of course, use a glue that's not going to stick up your machine, so, or your needle. All right, and then you need some scissors. You need whatever you want to use to decorate. I have brought along like the kitchen sink. I'm serious. I have these little flowers, and then I have these rolls of flowers. And behind me I have yo-yos. I have my silk or my paper flowers that I did. And on this one, like I showed you, where'd I put it? I've already lost it. I put these trim flowers. These are from a roll of trim that I trimmed off all the lace around them and just left the flower. So whatever you want. This material right here is muslin that I stamped. I had a piece of it floating around in my little thing. I have this full of different fabrics and laces. So yeah, bring whatever you want. I even brought this just in case I thought it might look cute somewhere. So, whatever you want, you guys, just for fun, we're going to hang out and make a few of these today. Okay, so let's get started. So what I did was I took a piece of the base paper and I just began gluing down. What I did was I kind of kitty cornered it this direction, the first row, and then I covered it with a second row of different laces, whatever I felt like, and went this way. So you can also just do one long strip, like I could take and cut this and cover it, and then you could use it from a roll, or you could use ribbon. Yeah, so it's pretty versatile, easy to do, and pretty fun. So I think on this one, this last one I did was more ivory colored laces and stuff. So I think on this one I'm going to do the white, and I'm just going to put it here and cut it. This piece I'm going to have it going end to end pretty even with the ends. The lace itself, I had it, as you can see, I had it kind of hanging over all over the place. And when I glue it down that way, it'll just kind of look like this strip of pretty material on my page. So if you've never done a snippet roll, there are so many wonderful videos on YouTube for snippet rolls. I did do that one the other day with the machine. That was fun. And I think with this one, because it's this thin, I'm going to use the glue because this glue works really good as well. And I'm just going to cover this. Get your dry wipes out because they work wonderful with lace to press down your piece onto your paper without making a mess all over your fingers. Of course, I need a new one because I was using my other and I think I threw it away. But anyway, I just lay it out and press. Okay. And as you can see, it holds really well. I'm going to trim this a little bit. Not that it really matters, but I'm just trimming it for the sake of doing it. Okay. I'll sit that back over there because now I am going to move on to using my glue gun. Okay. I'm going to grab me a couple of extra glue sticks here and have them ready and get started. So this is white. I wanted to do white. So here, let me cut a piece of this. I wanted to use some of this. I thought that was pretty. And I was cutting my pieces about, my strip about 1.5 inches to 2 inches wide, and then my squares, and I was just bringing it down into, you know, approximate squares. I'm not really, like I said, I'm not being technical with this. I'm not measuring a ton of stuff. I want it to be kind of free-flowing. I brought some white lace. I'm going to cut this into a few pieces here. And then what I'll probably do is use a color like pink or burgundy or blue or green on top with, so that it'll have a focal color, you know, on top of the white. So it won't be all white. But the laces and stuff I'm using, I think, will probably be geared more in that direction. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and, which side? Here we go. This material I used on the base of my journal. I just sewed together. The one I tried to sew together on video for you guys, and it was such a flop. I figured, you know what, I need practice to do that without making a total complete fool of myself. Because it really was bad. Seriously, I'm not being hard on myself, but it was really bad. It was funny. I was so clumsy, that's all. It was just, I was really clumsy about it. Because my camera setup is that my camera is too low for me to actually hold the journal in position to where I feel like it's secure and I can actually do what I need to do without banging into the camera, and then I couldn't find the holes. I ended up having to use my larger pokey tool, my awl, to actually get the holes big enough for me to see it, because I'll show you real quick just so you know what I'm talking about. In this journal I used this thicker lace, and then on the inside I have this pocket that I showed you guys before. Well, it's got like 2 or 3 layers of cloth, so when I did the holes, it didn't I couldn't see them because I used my smaller pokey tool. So I had to get the larger one, and that way I could see, and it was much better. And I got it sewed together. Yay! I was so excited. I'm looking here for more white. Let me see. I know I have it. Here we go. This is a pretty one. Look at that. I'm going to cut this one like this, and then I think I'll go up the center and see what I get. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, so anyway, I did not do that on video for you guys. No. I may do some decorating in it with you, but yeah, not gonna be doing all the other stuff. Or all the sewing. I probably won't even do the sewing on the one I'm making with you guys because of the fact that I just don't feel confident enough to sew on camera yet. And I know for a fact that there are so many more wonderful YouTubers and crafters out there who are doing, or who have done videos with the instruction of bookbinding and sewing your signatures in, that you guys don't need me to show you. I promise you, if you just look up bookbinding, junk journal binding, you're gonna find tons of videos that you will love. So yeah, enough about that. Anyway, so I got that done this morning, and it's kind of surprising I actually got anything done, because I woke up last night, and it was funny. I woke up and I thought it was 1:48. Well, my alarm is set for 2 a.m. So I started to get up, and my husband goes, "Honey, are you getting up?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "But it's only 11:48. And by then I had sat up, put my glasses on, got my slippers on, and was ready to leave the room. And I looked at the clock, and it had been like sideways a little bit. And so all I saw was the 1 of the 11. Yeah, I saw 1 and it was actually 11:48. So I laid there for what seemed like forever and could not go back to sleep. So finally I told him, I'm just looking behind me because I got so much stuff back here. Finally I told him I tried, but I can't sleep, so I'm gonna get up. So I ended up being awake since 11:48 this morning. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll sleep better tonight. I'm looking back here in my cases because I've got so much of this vintage lace back here, and I wanted to use some of it. I haven't used any of it really. I mean, not a lot. So I thought I would pull in some today and play with it. This is lace I got from the lady I told you about on Facebook, who I bought all that lace from. She sent me some, just, oh my gosh, just so much beautiful stuff. So yeah, I'm starting to try and delve into it. I did organize it. It's all wrapped like this, real nice, and in the case. So yeah. Now what I was doing, if you guys didn't notice, I'm just going to point it out. I was making sure everything's going this way. Now the next time when I go up the other way, I'm going to go this way, and that way it kind of distributes it evenly. And so like you see here, it's looks, but at the same time it's got that random look too. So here's another one I wanted to cut from. Yeah, so you guys are awesome. I've been getting so many wonderful comments, tips, tricks. Thank you so much for participating, and even people are starting to even comment on each other's, which I was so excited to see, because I really, every time one of you let me know that you've subbed to the channel, I always tell you the same thing, and you may notice it in my comment of welcome to the family. And I mean that. I feel like, this is our family, and you are part of another, you're parts of other families as well on YouTube. Some of you are subscribers to Tina, some are subscribers to Pam and Natasha, to Tanya on Tatty Treasure, and it's awesome that we have each other, and I'm just excited that you guys are talking to one another. It's so cool. I was like, thank you. I had one lady ask a question, and another lady chimed in, a couple days later. She saw the question and she chimed in and gave an answer because she had done the project, and it worked for her. And she was like, yeah, I'll send you guys a picture if I can. And I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. That's family, it's fun. We're having a good time together, and that was my whole dream. It's like, it's like I was telling my husband, I feel like the Lord has given me the desire in my heart to meet you guys, and to start being a part of your lives and you mine. So it's very fun, very, very fun. I really like this. This is pretty. So what has got everybody doing this weekend? What did you do? Now I'm filming this on, what day is it today? I'm filming this on Wednesday, okay, and I'm gonna post it on Saturday. So I am out right now with my husband, and I am shopping and eating out. We are gonna go out. We are gonna go out to dinner or lunch. We really don't do our dates at night as much. We like to go out during the day and get back home. I mean, he works all week outside of the home, and it used to be that I also worked, you know, up until a few weeks ago. I mean, or a couple months ago, I was working also, and I drove all day long Uber, and so by the weekend, we didn't want to go nowhere. And I know, you know, you guys will probably understand because we're not all kids going out playing and partying every day. Did I switch the way I did that? I think I did, huh, you guys? I need to turn that. I think I did it on a couple of them. See, that's what happens when I start chit-chatting. I lose track. Yep, I did it on that one too. Oh well, it'll be fine. I'll just fill in the blanks here, watch. But yeah, so we are out having some good food, and I don't think we're going to go to the movies. We're going to go to that bead warehouse. If any of you are from Arizona, from the Phoenix area, it's off of Gilbert Road on Williamsfield. It's on the other side, so it's just on the other side of the road, and the road changes names right there. That's where Chandler and Gilbert meet, and in Chandler, Williamsfield Road is called Chandler Boulevard. So it's on Gilbert Road. So it's like on the west side, and I cannot remember the name of it, but it's a bead warehouse. And so yeah, we're gonna go there, and I think we're gonna also go to Hobby Lobby, of course, because I'm in town, and you all will learn one thing about me. If I'm in town and I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby, or to Michael's, or to Joann's, but usually my first choice is Hobby Lobby. They've got kind of like everything that I need, where the other two are kind of, you know, one has more of some things than the other kind of stuff. But if you shop them, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, we're gonna go out. I'm excited. Oh, and guess what? You know how some of you commented about the gold foil, the gold leaf foil stuff? So I went online and I found, oh, here it is. I found some. I'm so excited. I can't wait. It's coming today. Yeah, it's coming today from Amazon. I actually ordered a package of multicolored foil, and I'm sure that this is no surprise to some of you. You're probably like, big deal, we've seen that for years, but I have not. And I had seen a girl using some that was like a rose gold and a silver and a gold. So I went online, I saw that, but then I saw all these multicolored ones. So I ordered a package, and it has like, I think it has a bigger thing. Ooh, isn't that pretty? I probably don't even have to do anything else to this. This trim, just, if you like it, you can get it. I do have actually some that's almost just like it. That is a vintage that I picked up at a church bazaar store type place. But this is from Hobby Lobby, if you like this particular trim, okay? And it comes in like this big piece, and I cut it down. It's for, wedding gowns and stuff like that, but I just love the bling on it. So anyway, back to my story. So what in the world was I saying? Oh, the foil. Okay. I remembered. I'm good. No, I was so excited though, because it's got pink and purple and, blue and all these pretty colors, and I hope I can utilize them because they really look nice. And I thought, those would be so fun on some mixed media projects. And then the bigger package, like there's smaller little containers, and then there's bigger containers. The bigger containers hold the gold, the rose gold, and the silver, I believe. And then the others, smaller ones, have like all the multicolored, kind of cool, fun, different ones. So that looks really, really pretty. I'm not going to do much more to this. I'm trying to see here. You know what? I brought along my yo-yos and I love to do these. I totally want to do a video with you guys, but I don't want to I didn't want to, Tina did one not that long ago, and I didn't want to copy her, but I just love making these out of, I like making them out of either book page or tracing paper or vellum. And what I do is I print my background page on vellum, or on, not on the tracing paper, of course, but I print on background page, and then I make the flowers, and then I do like a center, and then I also sometimes, I didn't do it with this one, I did gold, but I also use nail polish to paint on top of it, and it makes it look, I'm trying to find one because they look so fun. Let's see, here's one that I did nail polish on. Can you see that? And yeah, I love them. Oh, here's one I did like a gold. I think I used that tube of that opalescent gold stuff. But anyway, yeah, they're fun. Now I was thinking if I could use possibly any of the yo-yos. I don't know if they'll work on this or not. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't think they will. At least for this one. I've made it look so fancy. I don't know what I can put on it. Let me see here. I've got these little babies. Got some pretty little bows. I could put here. Oh, and I've got flowers. Let's see. Do we want these little purple flowers? I really like that. Or these. This color's pretty too. Actually, I don't mind those two colors together. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think they match? Kind of pretty. And they're not, I mean, they're in the red and green family, but they're not Christmas. You know what I mean? I like that. Or, see, I don't want to do more white. I mean, they're beautiful, but let's see, what else do I have in here? I've got so much. Oh, here's some. I think I coffee dyed these. Yeah. Let's see. Do I have enough to put in here? On here? That looks kind of cute. And then I was thinking. Let me see. I could put. Yeah, those look boring. Trying to see if I have any more coffee dyed bows. I like that, the coffee dyed look on the white. I think it looks pretty. I don't usually mix a white with a vintagey look like that, but I don't see any more in here though. I don't think I do. I'd have to go get my coffee and do a couple of them. I mean, I could. It's right there in the fridge. I told you I actually keep a bottle of it, a spray bottle of coffee ready if I need to do something. That looks pretty. I don't want them to be, I don't want them to be overly decorated. I just want them to be kind of, you know. Actually, if I did a bow there and then one here of the coffee dye, and then I did one here, and then brought this one down a little bit right there. Let me see from up above. Wait, I need the one that's not got a, this one's got a bad little thing here. And I like it opposite. I like that. I'm going to put those on. So I'm going to put one. I'm going to go ahead and get some glue on the back here. And then we're going to set it right there. Okay. So 2 did do it. Got to make sure I lay these out though opposite of each other because it looks cuter that way. Okay, am I getting these in the right spot? I want them to be All right. Should I have used the white? Now that I'm looking at it, maybe I should use the white flowers. They'll come off really easy at this point. Maybe I should just use the white flowers. Yeah. See, I told you I have a hard time doing coffee with white like that. And I don't make a lot of white things either. So you know what? I think that's crooked. Darn it. Okay, we're gonna fix it. I'm just turning it a little bit. Yeah, I don't make a lot of white things. I tend to do more darker scheme, or a lot of color, or a lot of vintage look. Here's another white one. All right, there we go. Now what I can do, which I have shown you guys before, actually a fingertip one might work better. I know, I can't leave well enough alone. If you guys know me for a while, you'll know. I'm like, I could do one more thing. Just one more thing. I am gonna go ahead just to bring a little color to these guys. And I'm gonna use some archival ink and lightly graze these with the mulberry and give them just that pearl in the center, a touch of color, so they stand out, because the white is against the white is beautiful, but it's not standing out very much. And there's that one. Okay, so that's my little addition to that. And so there's two. They're not bad, right? They're pretty cute. Now I'm not sure which one I want to use in that journal. They're both pretty and they look good in it. I'm going to get a sip of my tea. Okay, let's do one that's a little grungier. And I wanted to use, I brought along a bag of leftovers from our project earlier in the week, where we did, or last week actually, where we did the snippet roll that had all the blues and stuff in it, and I still had some left over. So I thought, you know, this doesn't have to just be lace. It can also be cloth for the belly band. So, but I've got a lot of lace left over too. So I brought them. I thought, you know what, it'll be fun to have a little belly band in there that's made out of this. So, because whenever I end up using that particular snippet roll, I will be putting it, you know, on a journal of some sort, I'm sure. And so I'll have it ready, and then I'll have one of these ready that matches. So that'll be good. Plus, I just don't want this to sit around. I wanted to use the material. So okay, I'm gonna get my wipe so I don't burn myself. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna lay out a piece of something first, and I think I'm gonna use this as my base. Let's see, how long is it? Oh, just shy. I got this lace, this roll of lace, it's 15 yards, I believe, at Hobby Lobby. It came from the wedding department. They have some beautiful ribbons and laces over there. And so, yeah, I always shop at Hobby Lobby when I'm on my 50% off. You know, whatever is 50% off that week is what I shop for. And I keep track of what week it is, so I know. I'm like, oh, I need paper this week, so I'm gonna head out. It's on sale, you know. Or I need like fabric is, oh wait, darn it, I did it again. I was gonna do this first. But yeah, when fabric's on sale, I go for that. You know, I always go check and see if there's anything I need or want, because you know it's not always about needing, right? Sometimes it's just we want it. At least for me, most of the time it's just that I want it at this point. I was telling my husband, he was telling me for my birthday, he's like, anything you want. He goes, do you want to get some supplies for your business? And I said, yeah, I'd really like to. He's like, okay, whatever you want, we'll go. I said, you'll go shopping with me? He said, yep, I'll brave the Hobby Lobby with you. So he's gonna go to Hobby Lobby with me, which is nice. And it's nice because he doesn't hover. He wanders around. He kind of entertains himself, you know, looks at other stuff. He's not an artist. He wishes he were. He loves it, but he doesn't have the ability to be an artist, so he just kind of supports me, which is awesome. So I'm gonna use some of this, my favorite. I love this blue lace so much. This one I have a pink. You guys saw it when I did the video making the snippet roll for or no, I mean the ruffles. Yeah, the ruffles. Okay, where's my, oh, here it is. Now I got to remember to keep myself angling, because if I forget, it doesn't look as good. I mean, it looks better when you kind of, you know, do both sides, because then you've got this little kick out on each side. So, and it builds up and it just looks good. So I'm trying to think of what's going on, if I've had anything exciting. Oh, did I tell you guys about the mechanic? I told you about the mechanic, but did I tell you that they did end up charging that poor man more? They ended up charging him an extra $375, and my husband went online and looked up the part itself. They charged him $175 for the part. The part itself cost only $40, and they charged him $200 to put it in. So Cordy, he that's my husband, he'll look up videos of how to do things, and he's like, he looked it up on this very trustworthy professional YouTuber's channel, who has been a mechanic for like, I think it's like 40 years or something. He grew up, his father was a mechanic before him and all that, so he is a really, really honest, trustworthy guy. And he was like, it's a 5-minute job. If you're, he said something like, if you're stupid, you can do it in 5 minutes, or if you're smart, you can do it in 5 minutes. If you're stupid, you can do it in 10. I mean, it's that simple a job, and they charged him $200. Isn't that horrible? You know, I was telling somebody, I just felt really bad for him. He's had a lot of health issues, and it was even so much so they took so much money from him. It ended up being like, just shy of $4,000. I think it was very, very close to $4,000, and for all the work they did, right? And I mean, they could have rebuilt the engine or the tranny, and you know, done all this work for that much. But yeah, anyway, and they end up charging him all that, and he pays it, but he could not. He asked my husband and his coworker if they could hold their paychecks until Monday, last Friday, because he couldn't afford to cash it, because another one of his clients didn't pay their bill on time, and you know, and so he had to use all the money in his account to go toward the truck. Isn't that horrible? I felt so bad for him. I was, get me all worked up all over again. Don't want to do that. But I just thought I'd give you guys an update. That's what they ended up doing. If you saw the video from last week, some of you commented that it was outrageous, and you're right. One person said it was extortion, and I agree with you 100%. It was. Especially, you know, and it's really sad. I think I mentioned he's been doing business with these folks for years, and they have some kind of a, I don't know, some kind of a trade thing going. And yeah, my husband and I both determined that they have no trade. They just give him this huge price that they're going to charge him, and then they chop off an amount and make him feel better, by saying, oh yeah, 30% of it's in trade, so that he feels like he got, a deal, when in reality he didn't get a deal. So yeah, but I guess that's the way people are, and it's really sad that they're that way, because we're in a time in our world where our economy is, how it is. I mean, my goodness. And if you watch advertisements on TV, every ad talks to us like we're all rich. Yeah, I mean, it's like everything now is about, money, 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 and, having this delivered, that delivered, and, affording things that most average Americans cannot afford, or most average people throughout the world cannot afford. I know my audience is not just American. So, I mean, it's like this everywhere now. And for them to put out these ads on television like we're all wealthy, it's just, I don't know, it's crazy. So, anyway, I'm on my soapbox. I apologize. What do you guys think of this? I hope you like it. This one's, like I said, is a little more grungy, a little more old-fashioned looking, vintagey. I said old-fashioned. We don't use that term. We use vintage, huh? And I could say it's, like antique-y looking. Let's see. I'm going to leave it like that. They don't look like much. It's kind of funny to me. They don't look like much when you're laying the base down. And then once you, just like with any collage, once you start building on top of it, you get this look that's just so cute and so enjoyable to look on. Let's see. And I hope you guys will let me know if you get to do this with me, or if you did it with me, or if you get to do it afterwards, and if you liked it. Let me know in the comments. Also, again, I'm going to mention, there's more and more of you every day. I don't know if you're noticing, but our family is growing. Praise the Lord. Our family's growing, and I want you guys to give me suggestions. What do you want to see? And if it's something I can do, I'm sure there's going to be things suggested that I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. But, there's going to be those times when you guys say, hey, can we try this, or can we try that, or I'd like to see that. Let me know, okay? I mean it, because I'd like to learn with you guys. I am going to be doing a video with those foils, and I really love the way they look when the project you're working on is done with those. I think they're so pretty. So I really want to make a video using those, just having some fun with you guys with those. Now, I wanted to show you this. This is something I thought would be fun to do, is make some swatches with verses. These have scripture. I have some over here that just have like writing on them. I have this one that has a postcard. This has little hearts. I just kind of went to town with my stamps, and I thought it'd be kind of fun. This one has some flowers. I like that, and I tore them today down, and I did find that it was kind of difficult to tear them this way. I decided next time I do this, I'm going to make sure and get my cloth torn down first, and then I'll have, and then I'll be able to have some fun stamping it, because this way it ended up being it was kind of hard to get it to cooperate. So yeah, I didn't like that. I was struggling, and it was ripping some of them, up too high. Like this one's crooked, and they look fine. I mean, they're okay, but I was going to put some of this old, this was a lace it's a vintage lace or like a trim from a shirt or something, and it was, I don't even remember exactly. I'm going to be honest. I don't remember where I got it, but I've had it forever. And I made it into a ruffle. I coffee dyed it and made it into a ruffle, and so I was thinking these would look cute as well, but they're going to be kind of a little bit testy to get on here. I'm going to have to do a little bit at a time. But I thought I'd take this down the center. And see, this is when this starts to come together, right? when you start laying stuff on top and just doing your creative decorating on it. So, and this was done the exact same way that I showed you on the video the other day, the ruffle. So yeah, it's just the easiest way for me, I think. I don't know. Like I said before, I don't like having to change all the settings on my sewing machine, and then half the time, I'll be honest, when I pull the thread, I end up ripping the thread, and you know, you know how clumsy I am, okay? You guys have already seen a little bit of it. And so yeah, I go to pull it, and it's like, and then I am stuck, and I don't have a ruffle. Definitely do not have a ruffle when I do that. So yeah. So one thing about my weekend, I have decided to, when I'm out today, which is Saturday, I have decided to eat a regular dinner, pretty much. I do know that I don't want to get so full I can't see straight, of course, but I told my husband we can just go to a restaurant, because he was like, I don't know where to take you now that you're on this program. You know, I'm not really sure. And I said, you know, it's okay. I will eat this weekend. And so I am going to do that. So I'm thinking, you know, I'm not sure yet where we're going to go, but I want it to be somewhere near that warehouse. We may just go out for some good, you know, Mexican food. I cook it all the time, but still, you know, it's nice to go out and eat it. Of course, then there's the factor, the bowl, the free salsa and chips factor. Yeah. I don't know if I trust myself that much. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think this piece here is going to work, but oh my goodness, I love this trim. I've got to get some more. I'm out. This is like my last piece. Nope, I don't think so. Just looking here behind. Oh, this is pretty. Just looking here behind me to see what I got. This kind of brings a little class back into it, maybe. Let's see. What do you guys think? Put that down the center of this ruffle. I like that. Yep, it's going on. Since nobody objected, I didn't hear any objections, so I'm gonna do it. We got to bring a little. We got to bring a little elegance back into this. It's looking so grungy. Oh, I love grungy though. I love grungy. There we go. This trim also Hobby Lobby. Trying to think. This is over by the fabrics. Okay, this one here. And it comes just, or no, you know what? It is by the wedding stuff. It's his and hers brand. So, Studio. It's their brand, whatever. Everything that Hobby Lobby sells has Studio behind it. So, it's all the same, you know, company. I've made a list of some things I want to get, and it's kind of comical. I'm funny like this. When I get home from the store, do you guys, are you like me? Do you tear into your stuff you got, or do you wait until a more opportune time where you can like sit back and relax and enjoy it, and, you know, go slowly through it and all that? I'm just curious. I'm taking a poll because I am that person who's like, I got new stuff. I start opening everything all at once on my desk, and you know, and I have to open it the day I got it. Heaven forbid I wait. And so, because I was thinking, oh, you know, now that I have the channel, I could do a haul video, and show everybody what I got, and you know, not open it and have it there ready. And then I was like, I don't know if I can do that. I'm not really sure if I can cope with the idea of not opening it right away. And also I had the question, who would be interested in me doing a haul video, and would it matter if I've opened it already? Leave your answers in the comments below, please, because I'm curious if you'd be interested in a haul video. I don't know that everybody likes those, or you know, wants to see one or wants to see me do one, you know. I did that tour of my crafting area, and I think I mentioned it in the video, and it hasn't gotten a lot of views because, you know, nobody really knows me yet. I mean, you guys are still, you know, getting to know me. Oh, I love this. I kind of wish I hadn't put the black because it's, you know, it's kind of clashing a little bit, but it's okay. Anyway, yeah, I did that craft with me, or I mean, view of my crafting room or area because one of my friends, one of you, had asked me to do it and said, you know, it would be helpful to people who have a smaller craft area to let them see how you organize yours. And so I kind of see a haul video as like in that same category where I don't really know if you guys want to see my haul or not. So I'm really asking you because I don't want to put a video up that nobody's really interested in, and if I don't really get a response, I probably won't do it. I'll probably just open my stuff like I usually would. So there's that one. Now I'm wondering, what time is it? I can actually see my clock right now. Okay. I'm wondering if, let me see. I think they're too big. I'm gonna check here. Yeah, they're a bit big. I could cut them down. What I do with these, let me show you guys, just so you know. I take them, and you of course can leave the netting on the side. I've tried to before when I use them to decorate with, but to be honest, I never end up leaving it. I believe I've mentioned that before in another video. I always end up trimming it off because I love to use these in just random places. But yeah, that's too much on there. It's too big. I thought so. I just wanted to check. But yeah, actually, I kind of feel like it needs something else. Oh, you know what? Let's try something like this. That would be fun, right? I love these. I love all my little brass keys, and I even have a little elephant. All these little charms. And a leaf. Let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna put I'll put a couple of little charms on here. That'll look cute. I'm just checking here to see. There's another one there. Do I have a third one of this? I do. Maybe I'll just do these three little guys. They match. And now normally what I do is I nip this off, that part where you're going to put the charm onto a jump ring. I usually nip it off and then I file, but I think I'm going to leave it. I don't mind it there. So this should be interesting to see me glue this down. If I squeal in your ear, just know that I burned my finger. Just a heads up. Okay. I did not this time, but we have 2 more chances to see Tara burn herself. Okay. I know you guys don't want me to burn myself. I don't want to. I did that earlier with my other one, and it hurt really, really, really bad. I don't know how I'm avoiding it right now, but praise the Lord I am. I don't like blisters on my fingers. Yeah, I'm really excited about my trip today, or Saturday, you know, technically. I am. I'm super excited. I can't wait to see that warehouse. It's supposed to be like beads. I'm hoping that they carry everything for making jewelry, so that I can maybe get some flat, you know, some the beads, and then also like some flat back jewels, and and then even, you know, more charms and stuff, and kind of like the fun things I get to put on the front of my journals. So yeah, there's our last one. It's the last one I'm going to do today on video. I might make a couple more. There's the two we made together and the one I made by myself. If you guys want to do a video on these here, making these, just to do it together for fun. I mean, it's not like it's not self-explanatory. You're just stamping on, you know, pieces of fabric, but they are fun to do, and you guys are fun to hang out with. I'm not alone when I'm here talking to you. That's why I'm here. I'm really not here to, you know, sometimes I'm doing like the tutorial thing where I'm teaching you something I know maybe, you know, you don't know, but then there's just times like Saturdays and Sundays, and I just want it to be relaxing and hanging out with my girls. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you have a great tomorrow, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay? God bless. Bye.